Well, May and her family live at number 1 Central Street. The problem is, so does her neighbour. They live in different homes with the same address. So how did her street number get stolen?
Picture this. Imagine buying this house and living here happily for the past 4 years, but then come home one day only to find the street address you've had all that time now belongs to your neighbour.
Number one. Lost number one.
May and her neighbour, how you going? Both live at number 1 Central Street in southwest Sydney, but in 2 completely different homes, right next door to each other. So May has put a number 1 on her letterbox as well.
Because they were here first, before this house was built.
Yes, May bought number 1 Central Street in 2015.
Number one Central Street.
Yes, yes, on the original sales brochure, number 1. Number 1.
Number one.
May raised her diving daughter Esther here. Jingpai.
Esther Jingpai.
Jingpai, which is Mandarin for gold medal.
Esther Jingpai, Mandarin gold.
Very good. You must be very proud. Very proud.
Yes, thank you.
Esther is a Commonwealth Games champion. So this house, or this number on this house has been lucky for you.
Yeah,
You don't want to lose it.
I don't want to lose it, that's why, yeah.
But the family's been treading water for the past 4 years, desperately trying to get their number 1 street address back after losing it to their camera-shy neighbour. What do you make of the situation?
It's ridiculous.
This woman rents her home and doesn't want to cause any trouble. Her house was built next door to May and Esther's existing home in 2019. When the dwelling was completed, it suddenly assumed their number 1 street address. Sometimes you must pull into the wrong driveway.
Yeah, I know, maybe like you get confused with find the address when my friends coming to visit.
What does that mean for you, though, when it comes to the postman, postwoman? What does it mean?
Well, I get my mail and I get their mail. So then I give their mail to them, like in the letterbox.
Yeah, she's a good neighbor, you know, always put her letter back to her box, yeah.
她的信我又把它放到她家
And her letters, she put it back to her letter box, yeah.
On top of the mail mishaps, May says the street number bungle has seen potential deals to sell her home belly flop.
They don't want to buy it because it's confusing and they want us to like fix these issues before we sell it.
Which is what the family's been trying to do for the past 4 years. Armed with information confirming their address, including New South Wales Government land and home warranty insurance certificates, a contract of sale of land, lawyer documents, and a bank settlement for purchase. All supplied to their local Canterbury Bankstown Council, the New South Wales Ombudsman and local MPs, all to no avail.
My mum feels very like sad, angry and frustrated.
因为你这
She
一样
feels disappointed.
Disappointed. Yeah. Angry?
Angry, yeah.
Canterbury Bankstown Council told the family number 1 Central Street had been reserved for the subdivision next door, but it did admit the numbering for this end of Central Street was incorrect in the first place. According to Council, May and Esther's address of number 1 should have actually been 1A all along.
Number one.
Number 1, not 1A.
No 1A.
Yeah.
Number one.
Number 1. Adding to the confusion, Council told May she can use the address 1/1A if she wishes.
She just don't understand why, like.
But we reckon we've solved this Central Street conundrum. When May bought her home in 2015, Council files show the transfer of land was officially 1A. But the real estate agents sold the home to May using number 1, and everyone followed suit. Both sides' solicitors, May's bank, her insurer, all used number 1 Central Street, not the correct 1A. It's a tough one to explain, especially in Mandarin.
我的回应是
很失望。
very disappointed.
Yeah, I could tell that answer was
Yeah.
brief.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
And there you go. Once again, Steve Marshall saves the day. It does look like May's hit a bit of a dead end, but she's hopeful someone out there will help her stay at number one.